Hello everyone, and welcome to the sideboard for the Portland Open Series, the first Open Series in Portland, and we're here with Josh.
Hey, how's it going?
Josh is playing Heartless Summoning Architect in the main event here, and obviously you've got a lot of things going on with it, with the Heartless, the Summoning, the Architect, the artifacts. We've even added in some trading posts.
Yeah, trading posts is awesome.
Trading posts is sweet. We might get Brad Nelson on yet another variant, hopefully. So let's talk about how we've changed the deck, basically, the decisions we've made, and let's start with the trading post. How have they been playing?
Trading post is awesome. It does everything you need it to do. You can discard Heartless Summoning to it if you have extras in your hand. You really only want to play one at a time. Sacrificing an artifact or a creature to draw a card or to recur your Windfall engines is also very strong. It's got a lot of synergy with Solemn and Treasure Mage once you're done getting an artifact from it. My teammates are all running 3. I chose to play 2, but it's really strong.
What are you running that they decided to cut for the third trading post?
My teammates Chase and Cody Lingelbach, they brewed the deck, and my other teammate David Stroud in the PDX draft group, they're running 4 Phantasmal Image and the 4th Wormcoil. So basically just going all in on clones.
Okay.
I chose to play the Haven Goldlich and the Perilous Mirror. It's really good at picking off green creatures and against Naya and the other pod decks, and it gives you a machine gun late game. Also, the Haven Goldlich is just really good, even as a 3/3 with Heartless Summoning on the table, to just beat with and to play after somebody wipes the board or against removal.
Sure, just excellent value card.
Yep.
Your choice seems to have paid off reasonably well. There's a lot of green decks in the room, so I assume you're happy with it.
Yeah, very happy. I want to see a green deck across for me. Basically, the bad matchups are Delver and, to an extent, mono green. Like the Green Summer, the Woodbrew. It's pretty tough.
So you and your teammates have been working on this for a little while, I kind of gather. Have you had any performances with it lately?
Yeah, I went 7-2 at the Seattle PTQ that Cedric took down, and then I actually made top 2 at the recent Portland PTQ. I lost in the finals.
Oh, wow.
Delver. So.
2 strong PTQ performances from Grand Architect, then.
Yeah, lifetime I'm 15-4-1 with this deck. So.
15-4-1 is a pretty serious win rate.
Yeah.
The other card I wanted to talk about was M13 Staff of Nin.
Staff of Nin's amazing. Actually, I asked my teammates about it at first. I was like, is this card good? And they're like, it's insane. Basically, what you do is copy it with Phyrexian Metamorph, and you're Howling Mining every turn, and it lets you, even if they have, a million creatures out, you can start to stabilize it. It's really good against X1 creatures, and the extra cantrips are amazing. Yeah, but
awesome.
at some point in the Swiss at the last PTQ, I've had 3 Staff of Nin in play. You're drawing 4 cards a turn and lightning bolting basically, or taking down any creature they play. It's pretty strong.
Some players have criticized the Mere Superiors as being like too cute or like a little difficult to actually make work. Do you think they're just one of the biggest strengths in the deck?
I just won my round 1 match off of Mere Superior. It's basically Tarmogoyf in this deck. You have to have Heartless Summoning really, or a Grand Architect to play it, but I mean it's like it's like Delver. You draw the cards. Ponder definitely helps out with that. But with Mere Superiors and the Metamorphs, turn 2 Mere Superior, and then turn 3 Metamorph isn't uncommon. And when your opponent's staring down 2/4/5s, it's actually a really good clock. So.
Okay. Well, we've talked a lot about your main deck. Let's shift over to the sideboard because it's got some pretty interesting choices. Removal spells aren't that strange. We've got Doomblades and Black Sun Zenith to let you sort of become like a semi-control deck in post-board games.
Yeah, they really help out in the red-green aggro matches and zombies. Black Sun Zenith is also really good, strong against zombies.
Sure.
And spot removal like Doomblade is pretty essential, like against creature decks. The Contagion Engine I really only bring in against zombies or mono green summer. But the other cards are what people really ask me about. And basically the theory with the Taxing Probe and Mental Misstep is that you're just a dog to Delver. Vapor Snag just totally destroys you. So you side out a lot of the clunkier cards. Mental Missteps for the Vapor Snag. You can race at Delver if you have Windfall online. The Taxing Probe, my teammates are playing Duress instead. It gives you the same information, but it also rips a card. I chose Gataxian Probe because it cantrips you into your good draws against Delver. Basically, you want to draw Heartless Summoning in your Superior or turn 4 Windfall. That's really the only draw that you can beat them with. So you side out like Mindslaver, Trading Posts, and Solemns, maybe a Haven Goldlich or a Perilous Mirror, and side in those 8 cards. It helps speed up the deck and it gives you a lot of information.
So then your argument is that it's not really that necessary to like tear a card out, but just to figure out which ones you need to play.
Right. Also, yeah, to see if they have Vapor Snag, to draw you into your good hand, and then also Gataxian Probe doubles in other matchups where you have dead cards, you can side it out for the extra cantrips. Like if you have a matchup where Haven Goldlich and Perilous Mirror aren't really that great, I just side in probe.
Okay.
So
Just out
alright,
of curiosity, do you find yourself like using them to shave lands every now and then, maybe?
No, actually, the mana base is already pretty greedy. I play 22 lands, so...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but basically you only need 3 or 4 lands at a time. If you draw Architect or Heartless Summoning, most of your spells cost 4 or less. And even with a Heartless Summoning on the table, you can pay 1 mana for a Phyrexian Metamorph. It's pretty strong.
Well,
I want to fit in a 23rd land, but there's really nothing to cut. All the
Sure.
pieces are pretty essential.
awesome. You've got 1 round in the can.
Yeah.
A few more to go, obviously, but
Hey,
well, look, Josh, thanks
Nice
for coming
meeting
in.
you. Yeah, thank you.